All right, let's do a little August update before August ends. Cool little interlobium trees. Planted them all down this little middle. But I want to show you guys the west side of the food forest because it's starting to come along. So this whole area, I started way later than that area, which is a little bit more established already. In this area, I did it a little differently. I had the tiller by then, so I tilled up this entire area beautifully. Got all the gnarly sod out and actually shaped 5 beds. So there's 5 beds here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with the idea being that only 3 of them will most likely remain at the end of this. The 2 ones in between, these 2 here, I think eventually will get shaded out by, trees on this end, some trees and shrubs in the middle, and then trees on the other end. But while things are growing, I can squeeze in, root crops and other things that I can, like malanga, that I can just chop and drop or use as a nursery kind of. Like I can, have these malangas sitting in this row and eventually they're gonna multiply and I can move them around. That's a pretty cool part of working with like bananas and malanga and any plant that propagates through pups. Nothing's permanent. You can just, if you don't like it there, you can move it. But anyways, yeah, this is right up against the neighbor's property. You can see their fence. So I'm a little hesitant with having my tree row being right there because, you can imagine trees get big, they're gonna bush out, and the electrical poles right there too. So I'm curious to see how it's gonna turn out. If anything, that's the thing with agroforestry. You can, just play it by ear and switch things up if need be, and you don't have to be so rigorous. You can do the best thing that the situation calls for. So I think I could pull it off if I keep these fruit trees sort of dwarfed on this side. I think I'll be able to pull it off. But anyways, I'm at a low point right now of buying grafted fruit trees. I kind of just feeling lazy. I don't know what the best excuse is, but I kind of just feel like populating the area first with pioneer species. And because when I tilled this up, it was straight up white beach sand. Like there's no fertility in here, and I hesitate to put tons of expensive fruit trees right now when I can establish some, save a little money and establish the land first with some pioneer crops and things of that nature. So I have the ice cream bean nitrogen fixer. I have a little tree I'm pretty excited about. It's growing a lot slower than I thought, but this is they call it the shingle tree, I believe, in English. And they planted a lot, and like most of the videos that I've seen online, people are doing like reforestation efforts in Colombia and Brazil. Reforestation in the sense that they're kind of just planting a plantation of this for timber and whatnot, but they're also planting like coffee and stuff underneath it. So the Latin name is Acrocarpus fraxinifolius. That's a mouthful, but it's coming along. Online I read that it was a super fast grower, but it's growing, but not as fast as I thought it was going to be. Papayas as well down this line. Just trying to put a whole bunch of stuff. I'm not really sure. It's kind of haphazard, as per usual with anything I do. Another ice cream bean, moringa, jack beans. So just trying to populate this area, I guess. But in the middle, I have bananas going down, and they're all starting to come up. Now again, it might get too crowded soon when everything gets all big and tall, but oh, look at, we got a visitor. Look at that. Yeah, they love eating my sun hemp, that's for sure. But I'll let them have it. Anyways, I can't make this video too long. Yeah, I'm excited for the bananas to come up in this middle road because I'm just excited to have bananas in general. So it'll be like a nursery again, like I said. I'm not sure if these bananas are the best place or in the best location, but if need be, I can move them around. And over here, it's a good little example of what the future will be on the other tree row. So here's a grafted avocado. A day avocado is the variety, with some Seminole pumpkin growing alongside of it, some castor bean. Now the Seminole pumpkin has definitely been not doing well, with the infertility of the soil here and the heat and the bugs, and I'm surprised they're even kicking at all. But I decided to plant them anyways, even though I knew they weren't going to do so well because of the rain and heat and blah blah blah. And the reason is because if they, like, here's a good example. I've already gotten a couple of pumpkins out of it. Here's another one coming along. The ones that do make it and do provide fruit and do give me seeds, those seeds are about to be very resilient, or at least I would hope, because they made it through hell in this South Florida summer. So I think I'll have some pretty resilient seed, at least from them, even if just a few make it. See, even if they're starting to flower. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, so I have the avocado, tangerine. I got 2 grafted tangerine trees, which might hopefully do well. Hopefully don't succumb to the greening. A key lime as well, and more papayas are starting to come out, and of course Mexican sunflower everywhere. Coconuts, just because they're free. I might have to move them later too, because space is definitely an issue. I've been learning to space things out a little bit more and not just crowd everything in. But yeah, that's the west side. It's coming along. Earleaf acacias are pruned and providing a little trellis for my yam, which is actually they're doing pretty well. You can see this yam is starting to climb up this pine tree here, and this is the edible variety, definitely not the invasive variety. So there's a lot of food, a lot of food everywhere. It's a beautiful thing. But yeah, I just wanted to give a quick update on the west side, because I've shown enough of it east side, and it's doing pretty well too, but I'll do another video of that, because if I don't, then these videos will be way too long. Shampoo ginger. Not doing so well, actually, because I transplanted. It was in very good shade and a very nice place in the pot where I got it, and then I just transplanted it foolishly into full sun. So hopefully this Mexican sunflower grow tall enough pretty soon to shade it. But yeah.